We extend you a warm welcome to our Watchtower discussion for the week of December 1st to 7th, 2025. Study article number 39 entitled Rightly Disposed Ones Will Respond. The theme text reads, All those who were rightly disposed for everlasting life became believers. Acts 13:48. Focus. When to offer Bible studies and invite people to our meetings. Some piece of practical advice to apply in our ministry. Okay, let's start with paragraph 1 question. How do people differ in the way they respond to the good news? There are different reactions. Some of them in a negative way is very common, but on the other side, some react in a positive way. And some rejoice when they hear the good news. It touches their heart for the first time. Even those who initially show no interest in the kingdom message may later open their heart wide to accept it. Okay, let's focus in this group of people who react positive to the message. Paragraph 2. In what way is our disciple-making work like that of a gardener? And in a certain way, we're like a gardener. If the fruit of one plant is ripe, the gardener probably harvests it, even though he might still be tilling the soil or planting somewhere else in his garden. Similarly, when we find someone who's ready to accept our message, we want to help him to become a disciple of Christ as soon as possible. Meanwhile, we continue to cultivate the interest of others who need more time to see the value of what they're hearing. Okay, different reactions, different fruits, different time, but the gardener keeps working. Okay, let's move on to the subtheme, when people are ready to respond. And let's see together 1 Corinthians 9:26. We read, Therefore the way I'm running is not aimlessly. The way I'm aiming my blows is so as not to be striking the air. What approach might we use when we find interested ones in our ministry? And this is very important because we want to help them to get started on the road to life right away. So, what we should do in a practical way, we should not hold back from offering a Bible study and inviting them to our meetings during the very first conversation. Simple. Okay, instead of just going to the next door, we could offer a Bible study and invite them to our meetings. Number 4, relate an experience of someone who was ready for a Bible study immediately. There was a young lady in Canada, and she approached a literature cart and picked up a copy of the Enjoy Life Forever brochure. The sister at the cart explained there that the brochure came with a free Bible study. The young lady was interested and shared her contact information. Later that day, actually on Thursday, the young lady texted the sister about the study. When the sister offered to come on the weekend, the young woman asked, How about tomorrow, Friday? And she says, I'm free. And this experience teaches us that there are some people ready for a Bible study immediately. It's not very common, but there are some cases, exceptional cases like this young lady. Number 5. How can we show discernment when offering a Bible study? And we may first need to start a conversation on a topic that interests the person. If we maintain a positive attitude and keep showing personal interest in the individual, in a short time we may be able to start a study. Very important. Okay, number 6. How might we offer to continue the discussion with an interested person? Okay, it's very important, and this is a very essential advice, avoiding such terms as a study, Bible course, or teach you when describing the study. In our time, many people have the idea that study, course, teach is like a classroom and it's so distressful for them. So instead of these expressions, we could use expressions like conversation, discussion, and get to know the Bible. Practical advice. We could change our vocabulary when starting conversations or when offering a Bible study without saying it's a Bible study as we're considering. Okay, with all that being said, we want to add another expression at the end of this paragraph and says you could add, it doesn't take you a lot of time, 10 to 15 minutes is enough to learn something valuable. And that could be said without using the terms appointment or every week, which could imply a commitment. Very practical advice we received through this paragraph. Okay, friends, now let's move on to paragraph 7, and let's read first from the Bible, 1 Corinthians 14:23 to 25, and we read, "So if the whole congregation comes together to one place and they all speak in tongues, but ordinary people or unbelievers come in, will they not say that you have lost your minds? But if you're all prophesying and an unbeliever or an ordinary person comes in, he'll be reproved and closely examined by them all. The secrets of his heart then become evident, so that he'll fall face down and worship God, declaring, 'God is really among you.'" Okay, the question, when have some first recognized Bible truth? And is when they attend their first meeting, their first Christian meeting. That happened in the first century. Some first recognized Bible truth when they attend a Christian meeting by first time, and the same is often true today. Most new ones progress more quickly once they begin attending our meetings. Something they saw, something they listen, touches their heart and moves them to make some adjustments. Okay. Number 8. What aspects of our meetings can we focus on when inviting someone to attend? We could explain our student the difference between our meetings and the other religions, because no one is crying out during our meetings, no one is jumping, running, or having an aggressive behavior. Not at all. Actually, our meetings are very well organized, and it's a good atmosphere, like a class, and many people, they notice the difference between our meetings and other religions. Of course, we're not criticizing other religions, we're just highlighting the difference. We meet worship Jehovah to learn from him and to encourage one another. Our meetings are orderly and practical, not ritualistic. Another point, the Kingdom Hall is well lit because we come to the Kingdom Hall to learn. And we never promote one political party over another because we're politically neutral, nor do we engage in shouting matches or disputes or debates. It may be helpful beforehand to show the student the video what happens at a Kingdom Hall. It's not a secret. Number 9 and 10, when inviting someone to attend a meeting, what can we do to assure him that we will not pressure him to join or to participate? Okay, very important. We could sit together, even we could pick the person up to go into our meeting. And because some of them are afraid that they'll be asked to join a church, we could assure the person that we enjoy having visitors and that we don't pressure them to join or to participate or to talk their testimony in front of the congregation. Not at all. Also, we don't have service for children. Families are together. Children don't receive separate instruction. Parents and children sit together and learn together. This way, parents know their children are with and what they're being taught. Very important point. We don't take up collections or pass out donation envelopes. Instead, we follow Jesus' command at Matthew 10:8. And what about clothing? No one needs expensive clothing to attend. God looks at a heart, not a person's appearance. 1 Samuel 16:7. And we could introduce him to the elders and to other publishers, and we could be kind and nice with the person, with the visitor. Because if he feels at home, he'll be more likely to wanna return. Okay, with that being said, let's move on to when a Bible study is started. Number 11, how can you show that you respect your listeners' time and schedule? Punctuality. We wanna be a good example of this. We respect his time and schedule. If we make an appointment, we be on time, and we don't want to speak a lot. We may find it best to keep the first session reasonably short, so we finish early and we don't talk too much, because the next time we say we'll come back, the person may imagine that that'll be a large conversation. Number 12. What should be our goal from the start of a home Bible study? And our goal should be to help our listener to come to know Jehovah and Jesus and to develop love for them. So it's not just to know about Jehovah, it's about we want to include Jesus and we love Jesus also. That's what we read in this paragraph. Okay, we don't exclude Jesus. Very important point. And 13. How can we show patience and understanding as we help interested ones? Okay, we avoid asking personal questions or make the person uncomfortable about his family, about his personal situation, about his work. We avoid personal or private questions. If necessary, we move past points that he struggles with and return to this later. And we don't try to force him to accept a teaching before he's ready. It'll take a while, and we respect his process and his time. Okay, and we won't criticize him because of his ideas or clothing. 14. Now, when new ones attend meetings, how should we treat new ones who attend our meetings? Paragraph 14. Jehovah expects us to be impartial in our treatment of new ones. It doesn't matter their culture, social status, or ethnic background. As we read at James 2, 1-4 and 9, we treat them with dignity and respect. We won't ignore them. We won't turn a blind eye. We'll say hello with a smile. We'll introduce ourselves. And way to go. 15 and 16. How can we help new ones to feel welcome at our meetings? And we welcome them without overwhelming them with a smile. We sit together, we share our Bible and study materials or provide them with their own copies. We show consideration. And if we notice someone is not wearing properly, we never criticize him or putting him down. One man who visited a kingdom hall told the brother who welcomed him that he was nervous about being in casual clothes. The brother made him feel at ease and explained that Jehovah's Witnesses are just normal people, and they wear also casual outfit. Okay, very important. And another point, very important, being respectful in our conversations, comments, and meeting parts when referring to non-witnesses or their beliefs or other religions, even political matters or rulers. Because some expressions could stumble him or be viewed as an insult. So we avoid this kind of expressions. And of course, someone may say something with not bad intention, but the result is the same. Okay. And even the brother who's giving the talk, he'll explain some expressions, non-familiar expressions for non-witnesses, like governing body, branch, committee, circuit overseer, regular, pioneer, etc. And the last question, what is our goal when we find rightly disposed ones in our ministry? When we do, we should not hesitate to offer them a Bible study or invite them to our meetings. Okay, friends, thank you so much for joining us in this discussion of the Watchtower study for this weekend. Once again, thanks for tuning in. We hope you have a wonderful day and hope to see you in our next video.